most churches are non-profit organizations. They are not in business for profit. But then when we look at the income that they generate, because they have the chance to claim a lot of patronage, they make a lot of money, and a certain amount of tax, even though it shouldn't be as much as the corporate, that's for corporate organizations, could be charged for those churches. I think it would go a long way to improve on our socioeconomic status as a nation.
Churches should not pay taxes, but rather they should rather be encouraged to move into this helping the less privileged in society, which they have been doing in Ghana especially.
You mean churches are NGO?
That's to the best of my knowledge, yeah.
It will be a stress on the income of people who go to church. First of all, they are part of society and they pay their taxes. If you're working, you charge taxes on your income. When you go to the shop to buy something, you still pay taxes there. So if you come to the church and you are being made to pay tax again, it means at the end of the day, the amount of money that you be left to spend on your family or any other thing will just be small.
Jesus Christ, the founder and the one on whom most churches believed in paying taxes to the government.
Yeah.
We are said to give unto charity, but then there should be a yardstick by which we can judge how much the church is given to society.
According to the wealth files.
According to?
Wealth files.
Okay.
Warren Buffett will tell you a good giver should be a good receiver. So what that means is, from where I come from, churches do business. They sell there. So long as money is being generated on that basis, they have to pay taxes.
Currently, I don't think he would be able to meet it, and he stated that categorically. He said America had problems to deal with, and until America deals with its own problems, they were not considering dealing with problems of other nations.
So many people are happy that a black American can become the president of the United States. So they have various expectations. It has boosted our morale. They also expect a lot of things in terms of policies towards African countries and in terms of grants and financial support. And for that, in the current economic crisis, I don't think he may be able to match up to those realities.
He may be facing challenges today, but in the longer term, he will be able to do it and implement whatever is in the manifesto of the party that brought him into office.
You think that Obama has managed the world's expectations, so you think the world has realistic expectations of him because of his campaign?
Yeah, of course, the world expects a lot from him, more especially Africa, where he's a descent. For now, we've not seen anything yet, but we strongly believe that within the longer period, he'll be able to meet the expectation that we all ascribe in him.
What we fail to forget is that in all of this, it's not Africans who voted for Obama. The Americans voted Obama in because they want him to come and solve their problems. So we shouldn't have too many expectations of him.
I think if he had come to meet an economy that was just moving along, he may have been able to meet those expectations of the world and of the American people.
However, America has a consistent policy. It doesn't matter whatever party that you come from. Since it's a national policy, if it's about their foreign policy, you must implement it to the latest.
No country can say that it's going to operate on its own. This is the time that you need the help of another country. Because if you manufacture a particular product, you need to be able to sell it to get foreign exchange.
But then his first commitment we all are failing to see is, his first commitment is to the American people,
yes,
not to the world.
Well, but in doing that, he must also serve the world, because if he implements the Buy America policy that he tried to do, it is going to affect the American population.
Some leaders are really born, because you assume a person, for instance, where we have, let's say, where the system is a way of, let's say, chieftaincy, or is being inherited For instance, you are born to a king, definitely you become a king one day in future. If you are born a prince, you become a king one day in the future. But let's say in our contemporary times, where we have most of our countries into this presidential system, or let's say democratic system, most leaders are not born, but they are made.
If somebody is a choleric by temperament, most of those people are natural leaders. So they have controlled emotions, they can lead a group, and they have the attributes of a leader. But there are some people that little by little, they learn. They have a mentor, so they learn from the person. They read books. They learn the attributes of a good leader.
Leaders can only be made. It depends on the processes through which you go through. That will make you either a leader or not. If you are born and you don't have the characteristics, and you live in a society, that automatically makes you a leader. It doesn't mean you can lead the people.